Good morning, Year 3, and welcome to today's maths lesson. So the date is the 3rd of the 2nd, 21, and your learning objective is to interpret data from a bar chart. But before you get into that, let's have a go at our Fast Five. So our Fast Five today is times table based. So I would like you to have a look at the times table challenges and pick one that suits you. I'd pick one that you don't know completely. You know it's going to challenge you, because if you know you can do it easy breezy, there's no point. That's not going to teach you anything, okay? So what you've got to do is list the first 12 multiples of the times tables that you select. So multiples are the answers to our times table. So for example, if you pick this one, 1 times 2 is 2. 2 would be your first multiple. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 would be your second one, and you've got to this first 12. So I would like you to set a 5-minute timer, select the challenge that suits your learning. Remember to challenge yourself, and then just see how many you can do. Okay, so get that done now. Right, let's see how you got on. Here is a multiplication grid. So say you selected the 2 times tables all across here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on. Those are your first 12 multiples. So I'm just going to leave that up there. Find the ones that you did and mark yourself. So that's the top part and the bottom. Okay. And hopefully that will give you an indication of your times tables that you're really confident with and the ones that you need a little bit more practice with. But getting into today's learning. So yesterday was a very knowledge-based lesson, and I just want to say a massive well done, because it was a lot of information, a lot of facts. And from what we saw when we had a little look at your quizzes, you tried really hard. It's not easy when it's a lot of information because it's almost like a memory test. But hopefully, as we apply our knowledge, we'll be able to learn better and remember it better, okay? So today we are interpreting data from a bar chart, and this is going to require us to apply our skills. We're going to do something and we're going to apply our knowledge and also show that we have a good understanding. We're able to explain what a bar chart is showing. So a bit of the new vocabulary for you. Discrete data is information that can be counted with specific values. So that could be the number of children in a class, or the number of pets people have, or their favourite pizza toppings. They are counted, not measured. So it's not things like height or weight. And an axis. Axes, that means more than one, plural, are the horizontal. There's a horizontal line. And vertical lines that are used to frame a graph or a chart. Bar charts. Data that is counted and has no in-between value is called discrete data. That's what we just discussed last slide. Discrete data is usually collected in a frequency table like this, or it might be a tally chart, and then presented as a bar chart. A bar chart has a horizontal axis and a vertical axis. A bar chart must always have a title explaining what it shows. Bars must be carefully drawn to show the data. There must be a gap between each bar. Each bar must be the same width. A number line is marked on the vertical axis. The scale of this number line is chosen based on the data range. So based on how many people or things in total you're counting. The data categories are organised on the horizontal axis. Each axis must have a label explaining what it shows. So again, if you need to pause the slide and just refresh your memory, or if you didn't do very well on yesterday's score, that doesn't mean you're not clever. It doesn't mean you didn't try. It just means you might have to spend a little bit longer taking in this new information. But as I said, as we do the learning, you'll be able to apply it and it will make more sense. So please don't panic. Okay, so what is the title of this bar chart? Birthday of students by month. Okay, we usually find our title at the top and it explains what our graph or chart is about. What is the label of the vertical axis? Vertical line here. Can you spot it? There it is. So the label is number of students and that's next to our number line. What is the label of the horizontal axis? It's the months, and they're across here. What scale is the number line going up in? So find the scale and then have a look how many are between each number. Now they might go up in ones, they might not, depending on the scale. So have a pause of the video and see if you can work it out. Well done if you recognised, it is your 2 times table, so going up in jumps of 2. So we've gone through all of the features, but what is this data actually telling us? Well, it's telling us all about the data and information of the students and which month they were born in. So we'll be able to make statements about which month had the most students born in and which month was the least popular for having the students born in. Okay? So which month were most of the students born? Now, hopefully, for most of these kind of questions, they are quite visual. So you'll be able to see, right, which bar is the highest. And in this case, it's June with 10. Okay, sometimes it's not as obvious and you need to really look at the number scale. And a really good tip, even if you're doing this on a computer, is to just either get a ruler or something straight, just so you can really compare those lines. Okay, just lay it on if ones are really close and then you can see which one's higher. Which month were the least of the students born? Okay, so again, a very visual one, August. Now this question isn't asking us how many students were born there, but if we're going to extend ourselves, let's have a look. So the first number on our scale is 2, but this one doesn't go up to 2. So how could we work it out? We'll have a look. It's about halfway, or it's exactly halfway between 0 and 2. Done a line there to show you that. What number would it be? Well done if you got 1, that's correct. And then we might have questions like this. What is the total of students born in March and July? So the first thing you're going to do is find March, find July, and read off the chart. So for March, go across 2, okay? And then for July, across the chart, 6. Total means to add, so 2 plus 6 is 8. So your answer would be 8, okay? Now for today's work, there are 3 challenges. You are only required to complete 1. So here is your 1 chili challenge. Now, if you are doing this on Teams, please feel free to pause this lesson, go in and find this assignment. And before you even scroll down to the questions, please just spend a bit of time looking at the data, okay? Now you'll be able to see for all of these, they don't actually have labels for their axes. So as a bonus to check who is listening to our videos, we would like you to write at the bottom of your assignment what you would label the axes, okay? Because we love that some of you are so keen to get on with your lessons, but some of you are doing the assignments before you're watching these videos, and this will let us know who's listening. So, as an extra challenge, at the bottom of your answers, you need to write what you would label the horizontal and vertical axis. If you don't have Teams, that's absolutely fine. You can email in your work. So if you're going to do this on Teams, good luck, do your best, and really spend your time looking at the graph. Remember, you've got the same amount of time for maths that we'd have in school. So don't think it's a race to get it done. Take your time. Okay, so good luck if you're doing it on Teams, and we can't wait to see your work. And then if you're not, I will show you each part so you can pause it and get it done. So here's your 1 chili challenge. And those are the questions. Remember the bonus bit. Tell us what you'd label the axes. And here is the 2 chili. And the questions for 2 chili. And here is the 3 chili. And the questions for 3 chili. Now you only need to complete 1 chili, but if you'd like to have a bit more practice and do more than one, that's absolutely fine. But the expectation is 1 chili challenge. Thank you so much for learning today. You're doing really, really well. It's all new. You've been away from school for quite a while now, and you are impressing us every day. So keep up the good learning, and we can't wait to see it. Bye.